Hey, what's up guys? This is your boy Mr. Sweaty, and I'm back with another tutorial. Today we're going to talk about an interesting sound, which is birdsong. This is birdsong, and we have a little bit of EQ, taking out the low end. We have a little bit of different modulations to help this along. And when we're done, we're going to have a sound that sounds like this. Or at least something similar to it. So we're going to load up the Serum. And we're going to choose the sine wave. You can use the BD syn if you want, but I just like the basic sine wave better, even though that Blackbirds, which is the bird we're trying to imitate here, has a little bit of overtones to it and a little bit of harmonics. The BD syn creates a situation where it sounds a little metallic and a little bit more unnatural, so therefore I use the basic shape. If you've seen my video on water droplets, you know that if we go to either 90 or 270, you get a click from the sine wave when you have zero random, and we want that to make the bird more snappy. And it also, since we're going to do some attack on it, it's going to prevent that click from appearing in the middle of the sound, which would sound unnatural. So when we do make sounds of birds, then try to think about the sound itself. So in sound design, what does the bird actually do when it produces sound? It has a little bit of attack to it, and then it decays pretty much instantly. There's no long sound to the chirp of a blackbird, so we don't need any sustain. And therefore the release doesn't matter either, and the hold doesn't matter, so we have a little bit of attack, a very short decay, and then the sound is over. The Blackbird has no low frequencies to it, so we're gonna take them out using a filter. This also gives us the opportunity to create a little bit more of resonance to get the sound into a more distinctive range, and we can fatten it up a little bit. So now that we have this, we have a sound that sounds like this. But it's not done yet. We're not there yet. So we're going to drag the point here all the way down and create two new points that are on the line here. And then we're going to right click them and go to modulate Y, LFO bus, and go node random. And we're going to do the same for the other side. And then we're going to put the LFO1 on the chorus. This is a little slow. Speed it up a little. And in the end, we just need to put on an arpeggiator, turn up the volume, and there you have bird sound. Now you can hear that it clicks a little sometime, and I think it's because that the LFO resets. So to combat that, I just put it in envelope mode, since that the bird shouldn't say woo, woo, woo. Anyways, it should just say beep. And we have the arpeggiator to make sure that we are never going over. Anyways. And there you have it. Now we have bird sounds. We can do a little bit more, of course. Let's do it a little bit more realistic by moving the envelope 1, which controls the volume, to our cutoff as well. So now we get more like these beep, beep, beep. Turn it down a little bit. Maybe a little bit more attack. And maybe we could actually do that the attack of the envelope 1. No, sorry. Not on random. Controls the envelope of the attack one way. There you have it. Bird sound. Now, in the beginning, I talked about the analog BD syn. And on the default wavetable position, it sounds pretty good. Gets a little bit more organic. But if you try to move the wavetable position anywhere other than the initial wavetable position, it gets this metallic clang to it. And I haven't been able to find a good wavetable position to combat that metallic clang it has. So you can either do the BD syn on the wavetable position 1. It still has a little bit of the metallic clang to it, but it gets a little bit more organic. Or you can use the basic shape, which loses the overtones a little bit, but doesn't have the metallic clang. So that's kind of up to you. We could go in and try to create a little bit of harmonics to it. And maybe that's the way to do it actually. This sounds pretty good to me. So now we have a little bit more of the harmonics and a little bit of overtones, but we still have the carrier signal of the pure sine wave. But yeah, that's all I have for bird songs. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.